Hello, welcome to the stream. How are y'all doing today? Here I is. Hello, Welsh. Welcome on in. Immediately, I was only seconds late, and I actually have nothing to blame it on. That was just me. That was truly me. Ciao, Chups. How you doing? Sam, welcome on in. Welcome to the stream. You'll notice it's pretty empty back here. There's a lot of moving boxes. I apologize if the audio feels a little weird. It's also raining outside, and I just went outside because I left my water in the car, so I also have a lot of... I'm covered in rain. So that's why my shirt looks so weird. I was robbed. Yeah, everything was stolen. They just left behind some boxes. No, but I can feel... with less stuff on the walls, it is a little echoey, to me speaking. But hopefully it hasn't gone too bad, on the actual microphone. Oh, well, mine. Okay, well, that sucks. Did none of this save last time? What? Oh, no, it's down here. There it is. We figured it out. Chat, we figured it out. I figured out what buttons I was trying to press were. It's empty. We got into the new place today, so that's really exciting. Starting to get some stuff moved over. I realized today, though, that I have no Unbound recorded for next week. So tonight I need to record a couple episodes of Unbound during the overlap of moving. Oh no! Out of the sweat. It didn't pop up. Oh no. This is, again, one of those things of the computer or OBS not being set back up properly. Golden Bucket with the resub. Wait, let me see if I can get this to work really quickly. And if I can, I will just replay it. Alert box. Is this the correct thing? I think so. Click to copy, and then browser source, alerts. Paste that in. Alright. Let's see if this works. Because all my alerts should still be there. Recent events. Let's see. Replay it. There it is. Okay, well.
Subscribo!
I don't know where the... Alright.
I'm in the walls.
Oh.
Please let me out.
You're in the
Help
walls.
me. Help me. Help me.
Help you?
It's so dark in here,
Oh,
and the
wait.
cotton candy in here tastes awful.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have replayed this one. I don't know why the gift didn't appear. Thank you so much for the resub, though. 59 months. Absolutely wild. You know what else is wild? That we're gonna get a shiny on our first reset here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Chat, I don't know what I want to play tonight. I've been kicking around some Pure Pult. I know it's Welsh's favorite deck, Dragapult. I don't know. I really truly don't know what I wanna play around. End's Restaurant. I actually not played an end deck at all. I don't know. I don't think it's very good. But I have been proven wrong before. Alright, let me... see if I can get this set up. Yeah, there we go. Just, we can take a glance at... because recently we just had the regional at Milwaukee. That Raging Bolt... Hold up a second. I just realized something. Look at this. The border is not in the correct place. The face cam border needs to be moved over just slightly. There we go. Wow. So in Milwaukee, Raging Bolt actually won, which is kind of fun. Slowking, I actually really do like Slowking. Slowking, honestly, low-key, is kind of a fun deck. It's been a while since I've played it, though. Low-key is kind of a fun deck. You can't see it because it's covered. But I have played Slowking before. I don't know if I want to play something that I'm like... Because, okay, so before NAIC is in a month and some change from today. Before that time, we will have released Destined Rivals. So if we go to the City Leagues right now, we can kind of see this is all in the Destined Rivals format because they haven't had anything else released yet. No. So this is all the Destined Rivals format. The caveat to always keep in mind, though, with the City Leagues is they are all best of one tournaments. So it doesn't always give you their metas also slightly different. And also, like, some of these tournaments, like, these are all just stores. So this is, 16 players. So it doesn't really tell as complete of a story that you get when, like, looking at regionals and stuff like that. But it at least still does show us that other stuff is still performing well in that meta. I don't know where I want to try and position myself for NIC. Like, Joltik could absolutely be my play. I've been playing it a lot recently. I want to challenge with it. I took it to a cup recently, though. And this is more just me than anything. Like, I just played really poorly that day. But I kind of do want to play around with some Polt. I think Polt is still a really fun deck. And I haven't played it in a while. I have won, like, an online tournament with it before, and I really enjoyed it. This is a very different version of Polt. Back when I played Polt, it was, pre-rotation. We still had Lance to get all the Drakloaks we ever would need. So I think I at least want to kick it off by playing a couple games of Polt. And we might throw around some other decks. Hops is also a fun deck. Hopzacian is a good time. Just a lot of fun decks that I actually really like right now. And I just don't know what I want to play. Do I want to go first? I don't think it super matters with Pure Polt, because we're going to be going for the Badoo. So I think no is better because it gives us access to Brock and to Arven. So I think going second is better. Just to get us more access to either Buddy Poppins or to Brock Scouting to get out some friends. Brock Scouting is also good if we have to go first and then we end up getting stopped by a Badoo. We can still get out all the friends we need. Hey, or we'll just start Badoo in active with an Arven hand. That's actually a pretty decent opening hand, depending on our prizes. This could be a really strong start here. Not a strong start for my opponent, having to start Pheasantipity in active. Ew. That's like one of those situations where it's like, I would have preferred a mulligan. This could be a mirror. Discard Psychic Pulse Sight. It's probably Guardian, actually. Okay, so they have used their secret box. So Genesect is useless here. I was considering nestballing out Genesect if it isn't prizing and putting the rescue board on it to lock out their ace spec. But, I mean, since they've already used their ace spec, that's just clogging up my bench, so we don't need that. I'm assuming this is Guardy, though, because it's a secret box. We got Psychic Energy. Get down some monkeys. Artisan is super great for us. That is the roughness of playing Artisan. It means that your opponent also gets access to it, especially when there's a lot of decks right now that play basic Pokemon with no rule box that can take advantage of it. So we'll actually kick things off with an Artisan, see what we have prized, see what we're missing. We got a prized Dreepy. Nothing else is prized there, which is nice. Fez is there, bosses are there. Prize Professor's Research, I think? Yeah. I don't know this deck super well just now, so I'm probably definitely gonna be playing, misplaying some opportunities here. We're gonna go for Arven here and not Brock Scouting. Because we can definitely get better use out of this right here. I think Bravery Charm is probably what we want here. Bravery Charm and the Badoo. My Luxurious Cape is prized, but I think we definitely want to Bravery Charm the Badoo. Make them more irritating for longer. Put that there. Put that there. Anything I want to nest ball right now? I mean, having Monkey down, but I don't have any energy to put on Monkey, so I feel like it's kind of irrelevant. But it at least thins the deck. So let's go ahead and put Monkey down. Yeah, I mean, had they not played the Secret Box, like I said, I would have put down Genesect there and attached the rescue board to Genesect. This honestly is really nice with them having Pheasant active. It allows us to get some damage on them. They will be able to move that damage off of them because they do have a Monkey Dory with energy on it. Curlia gets the Evo. Oh, they're going to put their own Badu with the Bravery Charm out. Iono just kind of stuck there because we did have Dracoloak in hand, but hopefully we can pull into another here. Kind of a bit of a misplay there. I think they should have definitely moved the damage over. I think we have to go for Iono here because Arven doesn't really get us anything that helps us get to that. So I think we just go for another Iono. Do we search the deck first to... Because we ended up Ionoing to the bottom of our deck a Dracoloak, but there's two other in the deck. So I think we just Iono without the shuffle. We Iono without the shuffle. There we go. Also gets us Luminous Energy so that way we can actually start getting some energy down. Not going to bench the Fez yet. We'll grab Stretchers to put it in hand. Artisan doesn't really matter here. Where do we want this Luminous Energy? I mean, we could put it on Monkey. I think we put it on Monkey and go ahead and move this 10 over just to mess with their Adrenal Braining back. Because right now they can just immediately push this 10 over. And we'll just like really separate where their damage is at to be able to move around. I don't know, this is a really bad matchup for us. Due into the fact that like if they put down Lily's Clefairy, it's kind of over for us because they just are super effective. So this is a really bad matchup for us. So I think whatever we can do to slow down their movement of damage, I don't know. We'll see. 2 monkeys, yeah. But maybe they'll fill up all their benches, all their bench space, and not put down a Clefairy. That'd be nice. Let's see what they got for us. Just an Ishipalin. Okay. We could boss here. I don't want to... Professor's research is bad here. Because losing Unfair Stamp, losing Night Stretcher, Pheasantipity, like, research isn't good here. But boss to just slow down could be nice. Boss to slow them down, I think, is absolutely a play. Move that 10 there. I think we boss up this monkey because it requires them to have energy. Whereas Fez, I mean, Fez also requires them to have energy, but this monkey, they want... I mean, I guess they could attach the energy Adrenabrain and then move it, where here they would have to... They would have to dedicate energy to this Fez. That wouldn't be dedicated energy to the monkey, so I think that is better. I think that is better. Force them, they won't be able to do multiple monkeys this turn unless they also Crispin. I mean, or also just Rescue Board gets them out of that. So, I mean, they have options. They have options. They pulled down another Ralts. So that is a closed, locked up bench. Why would you move the 10 off of Curlia? That's interesting. They moved the 10 off of Curlia. Instead of moving the 20 off of Fez. I don't know. Interesting. Alright, we will Recon Directive. Okay, we could actually attack here. I could actually evolve here, and we actually take a 2-prize lead. I think that's better than item locking. I think that is better than item locking. Usually like 15 cards from your deck in a game, whiff to pop, and no! What? Alright, so we attach the energy here. Professor's Research still feels bad here. I could take a 3-prize turn by Adrenal Braining this energy onto Badoo. So this could be a 3-prize turn. Is that a play? I mean, I guess, honestly... Because here's the thing, we aren't playing Duskull. So I think actually leaving Badoo on bench might be better, just to clog up bench space. I think that might be better, to just clog up their bench space. We could give them another turn, but I don't think another turn buys me anything. And instead it just buys them stuff. So I think we just go for the attack here. I would love Professor's Research to get some other cards down, but I don't want to throw away my Unfair Stamp. I think we just throw it all onto Curlia. Because they're going to move 3 back. Yeah, we just throw it all onto Curlia. And see what they want to do here. Got Hawlucha. I don't think Hawlucha really helps us with anything next turn. It doesn't really put anyone into range who wasn't previously in range. We'll see if that's worth anything. Sorry, Percy was getting antsy, wanted to leave the room. Alright. They're not item locked, so they can grab the Clefairy, which again, this might have been just the wrong play. Ultra Brawl, probably for Guardy. Yeah, it's just such a tough matchup. I think we definitely should have played this slower. Because we'll send up Badoo. We'll send up Badoo. We'll move the 30 off of our... No, our Dreepy actually is dead here. Our Dreepy's actually dead here, never mind. I was like, so they have the second energy move. I think it might just be Jover for us. Because we don't play Rare Candy. We don't play Rare Candy, so we at least have to wait a turn to get back in action. The plus side is here, Guardy is going to have some damage on him, but it's not enough to do anything. And even if we played Rare Candy, we don't have energy. We don't have energy in a position to play. So I don't think playing down Hawlucha is worth anything. It's not completely over yet, because we'll Unfair Stamp them here. We'll play down Fez. We'll Night Stretcher back for, I think for Dreepy, as much as I would love a Dracloak. We'll put down Dreepy. We'll attach Luminous Energy. Will Artisan... Yeah, those are our only Dreepies, because other Dreepy was prized. Not great. Not great. We'll Unfair Stamp them to 2, which is only just down 1 card. We can Counter Catcher here, which could give us something. I don't know if it'll be worth anything, but I mean, we could do it. Genesect is worthless in this matchup. I think we probably will Counter Catcher. Trying to consider, like, what damage we can move around, like, where we want to start positioning damage at, and where that is helpful at. Alright, we'll use our other Night Stretcher. We could grab our other Dreepy. I'm going to grab our other Lope. Just to have it in hand. At everything is pretty easy for them to retreat back. And, like, the damage onto Clefairy doesn't really do anything because it's already in range. I think it might be better for the... Yeah, because I mean, it really doesn't matter because they have one... Oh, but they don't have Psychic Energy. Okay. It's like, they don't have... If they had Psychic Energy in here, then they could just accelerate Psychic Energy. But they can only accelerate Psychic Energy to... I think we just have to grab... Because both of those are easy retreats with the energy, but maybe it's better to make them have to throw away their darkness energy. Throw away their darkness energy for just a kill on a Badoo unless they push me around. I think I'm okay with that. Am I going to NAIC? I am going to NAIC. I will be there. I don't know what I'll be playing. But we still got like a month to figure that out. I think they're gonna... Are they just gonna go for... Mindbend? Interesting. Or they retreat. And they put the Psychic Energy in the discard pile. I don't know who they would push up here, though. I guess just Badoo just to item lock me? No, okay, Guardy. Interesting. Do they have... Boss? If they have Boss... Why would they push the 30 onto the Badoo? If they aren't... Why are they pushing 60 onto the Badoo if they aren't planning to kill the... If they're planning to kill the Badoo? What? I guess so that way I can't push the 30 damage back? Interesting. Interesting. I was expecting them to want to push it to Festivity. But, I mean, that's what works for me. Works for me. We'll take that Evo there. Okay, so I need energy very badly. Hey, that's energy. That is absolutely energy. We could Fez after the Iono. I've already recon directed view, so we can evolve you. We stretcher back energy. So you're ready to go. I mean, or we could potentially pull Boss. But Iono gets us a chance for the counter catcher. But I think we might just search here. I think that might be better. Fire energy. Maybe it's not better. Maybe I lied to you. Maybe I lied to you. Well, we still have the option to Iono. Because it doesn't really matter. They just get their attack back and just win the game. Does Lucha do anything for me? I mean, Halucha I can put 10 damage onto the Badoo, and I can dump all 60 and kill the Badoo? So I guess that's something. So that way they can't Adrenabrate anything back. I guess that is something. Alright, I Iono them down to 2. They just win. Alright, well, GG. Nothing we can do there. That's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. We just needed the counter catcher. Just needed the counter catcher. Should I own it first? GG. You got me. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I would love to know how many cards down it was for the next one. Yeah, part of me wants to just take Joltik Box to NAIC. It's what I've been playing a lot of recently. I don't know how much I love Pure Pult either. I mean, Pure Pult has done well. I mean, looking at like Milwaukee, for instance, like there were 4 Pults that made it to top cut. 2 of them were pure, 2 of them were with Duskull. I kind of like Duskull better. I also haven't played this Flareon deck at all. Which this seems like an interesting one with like the Sylveon to handle it and like shuffle stuff back into the deck. It seems interesting. I don't know. I really don't know what I want to do. But also, I don't think this is something I could just sit here and immediately start playing. There's so much going on in this deck. I don't even know what I would be doing. I mean, obviously, Eevee's your attacker. And it's either the Sylveon or the Flareon, but I feel like that depends on your matchups as well, what you want to do there. I don't know. I just like... Joltik Box just has felt so much more fun for me recently. And it did get a third place finish at Milwaukee. Goldango Pult is another fun deck that I've enjoyed playing. Which it doesn't have... It kind of has a rough matchup into the end deck, since it has a ton of energy in its discard, which really benefits the Darmanitan. I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting to see what ends up performing well, because that's also with Destined Rivals out. And Joltik Box just feels so bad when it has to go first. Especially against, like, decks that just immediately set up. It just feels so bad having to go first. Ogre Pawn down, I'm going to assume this is Raging Bolt. I could be wrong, but I think no matter what, Pikachu is the play here. And let's just Bravery Charm Genesect. Cool. No ace specs for you! It's feeling like Bolt. Feeling like Bolt. Is this Owl Bolt or Owlless? Because if it's Owl Bolt, why did they want to go second? And that is 700 soft resets. Yep, Slitherwing goes down. Okay, no, it is Owl Bolt because it has Fan Rotom. So I really don't understand why they wanted to go second. I feel like Owl Rotom typically wants to go first. But it could be wrong. I often am. There goes a Hoot Hoot. Yeah, that Slitherwing needs to die. That Slitherwing needs to die. Sada. Really good second turn for them, though. Luckily, they can't Prime Catcher and kill my Pikachu this turn. Okay, well, the Bravey Charm kind of hurts my plans. Was really hoping to, okay, oh! Okay. They don't kill the Pikachu, they just go for the Miraidon. I guess that's kind of better. I guess that's kind of better to just go for... I should take 2 prizes. I think we just lose. We just lose at this point. Man. That's tough. Yeah, that's tough. That is gonna be a tough one. I guess we'll put that there. Lilith Clefairy could come in clutch, but probably not. We could go for the Fez, but I think I want to go Iron Hands, and I think I want to set up Iron Hands and go for an attack on the Slitherwing. I think that feels better. I think that feels better. I could be wrong. I mean, if they boss me next turn and kill either Hands or Pikachu, we just concede. We just GG go next. Which, I mean, this could be why Joltik Box might not be the play for an NAIC, because we are seeing, you know, this could be a big resurgence of Bolt. You know, it just did well at a regional. Typically, when a deck does well at a regional, a lot of people start playing it. Does that necessarily mean it will be good there? Because we do have, you know, a whole new format. That's to be seen. But I mean, Joltik Box has a really bad matchup into Raging Bolt. It's not completely losable. Like, it is possible to win this matchup. But when you go second, or when you go first, and then you don't take the first prize cards, it's kind of tough to come back. I mean, I just see them grabbing boss here, right? Is there... Do they not play boss, or is it prize? Why wouldn't you grab boss here? Unless they already have it in hand. Maybe they already have it in hand. Because I don't see why you wouldn't... Unless you have Prime Catcher in hand and you are forgetting about Genesect on the bench. Okay, they do have boss. They have boss and they just kill our hands. I think we just call it a day here. I think we just concede and move on with our day. This is just such a tough matchup. I mean, this... Slitherwing doesn't make it... I mean, Slitherwing isn't the only reason it's bad. I mean, but Slitherwing is definitely a huge reason that it's bad. Wow, double wash. Double boss. Wow. All they need is boss and they can win off Pikachu as well. Well, I guess we'll put that there. And I guess we'll Jolting Charge and see what happens. I guess we'll see what happens. Do you have a boss? Or a Noctowl? Imagine you win a game only using Slitherwing. Alright, show me the boss. Show me the boss. There it is. Oh, of course, obviously I know they have a boss. What am I doing? I know they have a boss. They just palpated it back into their deck. Why am I even sitting there like, oh, they might not have it? I watched them put it back in their deck. That's funny. That's funny. What's up, Percy? The door's open. You're welcome to walk in here whenever you want, or you can stay out there. I just don't know why you're growling at me about it. Let's actually check out the 4th place Dragapult deck. It is an actual Dusk Noir deck, which I think I like a little bit better personally. I think that feels just a little bit stronger to me. I do hate how much goes into the Dusk Skull line. But I don't know. I do like it. I feel like it's decent. Percy, if you want... I don't know why you're huffing and puffing at me like you think it's going to solve something. My favorite thing Percy does when he's, like, mad at me, for whatever reason, not, you know, giving him all the attention, not letting him out, like when we're in the office with the door closed, he just goes, until I finally look at him and go, what? What do you want? And I'm like, if you just told me what you wanted, I'd give it for you. Alright, let's do some Polton action here, man. Honestly, the biggest quality of life I would love to see happen to this game is just allow me to save defaults. That's all I'm asking for. Just let me save defaults, favorites, whatever. When I import a deck, just immediately use these specific cards. Because I just like using certain arts. Also, like, I'm used to looking for certain arts when I'm looking for certain cards. When I'm like, oh, I want boss, I know I'm looking for Giovanni. It's just easier for me to keep that instead of having to do mental jumping jacks to try and remember whatever card this deck plays. A little bit of coin. Do I want to go first? No, thank you. I definitely don't think Joltik Box would be bad, because I know the deck well, but I just feel like there's just too much. Too much that can make it worth it. What if this is a poison deck and they donk me? Then they donk me. The Great Ditto opening. Percy, I don't know what you want. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. I just took you up before we streamed. You got plenty of water. I don't know what you want from me, bud. Potentially Terrabox? Maybe Tank Terapagos, but I feel like no one's been playing Tank Terapagos recently. Because a lot of its good matchups have disappeared. Arvin it is. Buddy Boffin. Is XP Shear the only thing that's brave? This doesn't play a stamp, or this doesn't play Bravery. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like it not playing Bravery Charm. I feel like Bravery Charm is definitely pretty good in this for the Badoo. Put down both of you. I mean, XP Shear isn't terrible. In case one of them gets knocked out, like it's not terrible. It's not my favorite, but did she get to go second this time? Supposed to, like, yeah, man. Last time when we streamed, like, I was just constantly losing the coin flip. Like, I think every single game I ended up going first last time, which was rough because I was playing Joltik Box last time, which is a deck that wants to go second. This deck doesn't play Genesect either. No. I mean, I don't really know how you would make a Genesect bit here. Oh, this just sucks. That sucks. Wow. Oh, that blows. Yeah, let me move that energy real fast. For sure, let me get that energy moved over. Ah, they died, but I moved the energy over. Dang, we just lose. We just fully lose here. There is, in fact, no winning for us here. This is just... Well, I mean, I guess they can't get the energy back and boss us. So I guess we have that going for us. If they could boss this turn, if they could boss and Crispin in the same turn, but they can't. So we're at least okay for a turn. What are we going to do with that turn? I don't know. Or they're just going to Crispin anyways and get rid of the Badoo. They're going to kill our Dreepy with energy on it. Dang it. I just want to concede. I don't even want to play this one out. Yeah, bud, you got it. You got it, bud. Yikes. That was incredible for them. Incredible for them. Terrible for me. You hate to see that on the other side of the table. I mean, I haven't seen Terrabox for a bit. We were expecting it to you know, cover Atlanta. And I don't even think there were so few matchups worth there. Or not so few matchups, so few people playing it. I don't even know that any Terrabox... Did any Terrabox, like, go to Milwaukee? I don't think so. Because there's just a lot of raging going on. No, there was a Terrabox, 33rd place. A 33rd place and a 47th place. Alright then. And a 78th. Okay. 100. Oh, dang. There's actually a decent amount of Terrabox. Alright, okay. There's a lot of Terrabox that made day 2 at Milwaukee. What am I talking about? There was quite a bit of it there. Chat, we get to play Guardy again. Aren't you so excited to play Guardy again? What? I don't know what happened. Chat, I don't know what happened. Just all of a sudden, that was weird. Just all of a sudden we got disconnected. Just all of a sudden we got disconnected. This is just gonna be me for the next month, is just jumping around through different decks until I find something. Because there is no deck that's gonna have every single matchup is great. You know, you're constantly gonna have good stuff. Every deck has a weakness, but it's just finding a deck that like I'm actually enjoying playing right now, which and it doesn't have horrific matchups. Because we can all say all day how much we love playing, you know, like Roaring Moon. Like maybe you love playing Roaring Moon, but it has some rough matchups right now, and the deck isn't as great as it used to be. So finding a deck that is fun to play that also doesn't have terrible matchups and also it doesn't get fully screwed having to go first, be nice. Now, you know what I should have done? I definitely should have started Monkey. I definitely should have started Monkey so I could better switch in. Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. It's okay. It's okay. We can make it work still. We can make it work here. Maybe we just go back to Bolt. Perseus, I got nothing for you, bud. I quite frankly don't know what you want from me. Put down another gimme, and I guess we have a turn. Huh. I mean, it depends on our top deck. Well, like, say we top deck Goldango, for instance. We could just Arvin for energy and just start schlapping. Because, I mean, there's not a guarantee Raging Bolt takes us out here. And even then, I have no 2 prizes on the board right now, which is nice. That is something I do like about playing decks like this, decks like Polt. Is it's very rare for you to have a 2 prizer out on the bench to start things off, which keeps you feeling good. You know, even though I went first, you aren't gonna immediately take 2 prizes from me. Which you can't say about like Joltik Box. Joltik Box, I'm probably gonna have a 2 prizer down that you can immediately murder and make me cry. Like how Percy's about to make me cry. Percy, what do you want? What? Alright, I decided to give him a little bit of food. Even though he's already had food. He's already eaten, you know, his dinner. But maybe he just wants a little more. Sounds like that's what he wanted. He just wanted a little more food. Okay, so they are just gonna kill my Gimme Ghoul. That's a choice. That is a choice. I think we're just gonna promote a Gimme. I mean, we could send up Dreepy and, you know, search for Teamy. I think Gimme is just better. Because there's a chance we could take a return knock here. Okay, well. Okay, well. We could have. We would have just top decked what we needed. We would have just top decked what we needed. We could have. Alright, Team Evo and Buddy Poffin, which does put 2 prize liabilities on the board, which, oh, what? It's where we're at. I also don't love the energy that we're going to contribute to this, but We will. Because there's no way for me to get that active. Again, probably would have been better to put Dreepy up, but it's fine. It's fine. They have Latias, so counter catching here doesn't really solve anything for me. Yeah, counter catcher doesn't really solve anything for me. Which is fine. Might have been better just to put out 2 Gimme Ghouls. Might be better. It would have been better, actually. That's me not thinking. They're just going to knock down with the boss here. Which, I mean, they also need Sada. They also need Sada to be able to take out Gimme Ghoul. They'll probably grab Area 0 for sure. Yeah, Area 0 and Sada. They could Prime Catcher, and if they Prime Catcher, then it really doesn't super matter anything that I do. But I can always Night Stretcher back the Gimme Ghoul. Or the Goldango. Nest for Fez is interesting. Just to thin out the deck. I mean, you already have 2 prize liabilities, but I mean, if I can kill something... Interesting to clog up your bench and only have 1 Ogre Pawn down. Ogre Pawn is what I want to kill now. That is definitely a choice. That is definitely a choice to only have 1 Ogre down. That is enough energy, though, for them to Prime Catcher the Goldango. But do they have the Prime Catcher? They do have the Prime Catcher. I'm actually kind of okay with this. I am kind of okay with this. The only thing that I don't love about this current board state is my grass energy that's just attached to Gimme Ghoul. That's the only thing I don't love about this current board state. But otherwise, I'm okay with it. I'm interested to see here what energy... They're only going to leave 1 energy on the board. Because they have 5 energy down. It needs 4 to kill. What one do they leave? Okay, let me leave it there. So they can get the attack. I think we send up this one so that way if it dies, we at least get that energy in the discard. Leaving it just sitting on the bench doesn't help anything. But I mean, I still do need a couple pieces. I still do need a couple pieces to get places. I think we Pokegear last for Arvin. We go for the coin bonus first. Okay. Go for a Recon Directive. Metal Energy is obviously what I want. I was checking. I was like, I don't even think I have any energy in this card right now. Okay, and then we hope for all hopes that we pull an Arvin. Let's go, Arvin. Just the friend I was wanting to see. Energy Search Pro and a Vengeful Punch. And then we will search ourselves some energy. Plenty of energy in the hands. We'll attach the Vengeful Punch. We'll attach that. We'll Counter Catcher your only Teal Mask that you left out there for some reason. Put down Monkey, and we shall make it rain. For 250. Still not great for us. We are still very much behind. They can very much come back. They do have to discard stuff off their bench here. It's probably going to be Squawk, Fez, knocked out. It's probably going to be these 3 friends right here. Sure is. They're going to send up Raging Bolt. And it doesn't take them a lot. Or Latias, because I mean, it's free. It doesn't really matter what they send up here. It doesn't take them a lot to be able to bounce back and get an attack. So they will set up another attack here pretty easily. I was showing they might not have access to another Teal Mask. I mean, they also have Fez, which gives them just So much. Yeah, I definitely did misplay with my TM Evo. I should have TM'd Evo'd both of the Gimmigholes instead of the Dracloak. Well, it's nice to have the Dracloak for that additional draw power. I mean, Gimmighoul is stronger draw power if it's inactive. And it also then would have me, you know, 2 Goldangos ready to go. Instead of right now, like, I can't Arven for, you know, like Night Stretcher to get back. I need to Arven for Superior Energy Retrieval so I can actually deal damage. But I can't deal damage if I don't have the Goldango, so it puts me in a really awkward spot. So definitely should have prioritized the Goldango setup more than anything else. More than anything else. They had down 2 of them this time. Yeah, that sucks. And the Bravery Charm! And the Bravery Charm. How's the match going? Not great. I'm pretty sure we lose. No, okay, they didn't pull any energy out, so maybe we don't lose. I was like, so if they put down... Okay. Because, I mean, they definitely have the knockout here. But it's will they have the energy next turn? Because they have to do 4 energy here. Man, that Bravery Charm really messes with my plans. Means I need an extra energy. I need 5 energy. It's all in the discard. I just need the Superior Energy in hand. My top deck is really gonna make the determining factor of if we're screwed or not. Whatever I top deck will be the biggest determining factor of if we're screwed or not. This is also a match where Monkey Dory doesn't really do anything for me because they aren't ever really going to leave damage on the board. They're just going to take... Oh! Interesting. They had the energy discard, but that's an interesting choice. I don't know if that was on accident. Surely that was on accident. I don't know why they wouldn't take the knockouts. We could Cypher Maniac. But I kind of want a boss. I want a boss if we don't get... So let's grab Goldango. Because also it would be helpful to have a second Goldango setup. I mean, I could also move energy now. I'm very confused on what they've done. I'm very confused on what they've done. Okay, I have to Arven. 3 Superior Energy Retrievals in deck. Couldn't pull a single one of them. Couldn't pull a single one of them. Alright, how much damage are we doing right now? We're doing 300. We're doing 300 right now, which I have to do. So I have to use all this energy to get my knock. Okay, that kind of sucks. I could go ahead and play down Fez, but I'm not expecting to be IO node. I'm not expecting to be IO node, so I think it's okay. I'm just so confused why they didn't take the knockout last turn. I'm really confused on why they didn't take the knockout. Alright, we at least have the metal energy in hand. Percy, if you walk in before the door closes, you'll be okay. But if you slowly walk, the door will close on you. That had to have been a misplay on their side. I don't know what I could be missing. I just don't see why they wouldn't want to take the knockout. I'm so confused. If they have Sada, they might go with an attack with Baby Bolt, which would definitely be the play, because then it requires me to boss to get a second attacker. Or they could also attack with Fan Rotom, which only needs 1 energy attachment. And also gets the knockout. I don't know if they were just trying to play around Vengeful Punch last turn or what. This is potentially okay here. Depending on what we draw off of the coin bonus and the flip the script, this is potentially okay. We have 7 cards left in our deck. So the likelihood of us pulling the final 2 superiors that we need is high. And I only need... I mean, actually, I do need 2 superiors. I only need 1 superior. Wow. Thanks for putting that Mew down that you definitely didn't have to bench. Thanks for benching that Mew and making it easier for me to win. I don't know what they're looking for. They're digging... Oh, the Judge. Okay, well, actually, the Judge helps you a lot. That's what they were digging for. Okay, well, I see why you were digging. Alright, then. It's still not completely done. We got some of the pieces we needed. We got back some of the pieces we needed. We got the Nest Ball, which gives us the Pheasantipity. We have a Superior Energy. We just need Boss. Why are you taking so long to pick prize cards? What? What's happening? It's a big choice of the 3 cards left. What's going on, bud? Alright, so we definitely promote Guldango. We attach Steel Energy. We Nest Ball immediately for Pheasantipity. Really, at this point, we're just looking for Boss. At this point, we're just looking for Boss. Thanks. Thanks. I think we just have it. Yeah, except Superior Energy in hand. So it doesn't even matter what I get off the flip the scripts. We pull up Mew. I don't even need to coin bonus or Dracloak. This is just 200 damage. Yeah. GG. GG! And that was all because they misplayed. They did 2 misplays there. Benching that Mew, which I see now why they benched it. They were just trying to thin to... Which I mean, they didn't even need to thin for it, though. Because thinning it didn't help them find the Judge. So I really don't know why they were so... why they were so held up on getting the Mew down. Maybe they just weren't doing the math. But everything else on their board required me to have 5 energy. You only required 4. I do like only having that 4. I was too happy about that. Thus, they gave me a Fez start. Bum, bum. I accept full responsibility for helping you win, and I totally haven't been lurking for the last hour. Honestly, Nitro, I was about to say, you cut me off with your message. I was just about to say how you were the reason why I won that last match. That was purely on you. You cut me off, I was about to say it. Honest. Why would I lie? You know, why would I lie about that? Alright, looks like we're doing some runaway draws. I don't know why they benched the Vez. They were going first. I never understand why they benched the Vez. Alright, at least this isn't terrible for us. If I can just get energy in hand, because we are even for Buddy Buddy Poffin, and I hate to have to give up metal energy for that though, but beggars can't be choosers. Yeah, And I do have to give up metal energy, but that's fine. I mean, it's pretty easy to get back metal energy. So I'm not too terribly distraught over it. Shit. Alright, we get both of our golden friends ready to start swinging next turn. And now we should get a better idea about what deck we're actually playing against, because there are a few that use the Dunsparce Draw Engine. There are a few decks that use the Dunsparce Draw Engine. One said deck is Goldango, so this could be a mirror match, but their draw engine is Dunsparce, whereas my draw engine is Polt. I actually don't know which is better. I like Polt as a draw engine, but that's also just because I really like Dragapult. But I actually don't know which, arguably, is the better draw engine. Let's look at the 15th place at Milwaukee. They were a Dragapult. They were a Dreepy draw engine. What was... 24th was also a Dragapult draw engine. So it was 34th. Let's say Dragapult's the better draw engine then. I think we just get a great knockout here, right? That's what this certainly feels like. Let's go for the coin bonus first. Nest Ball is fantastic. Let's coin bonus first. Nest Ball, put down another gimme. They're just gonna Arven for Energy Search Pro, and we'll just take the prize lead. We'll take the lead on the prize chase, which is nice. I could Ultra Ball and get down a Dreepy, which might not be a bad play to get a Dreepy down. We aren't going to use Dragapult in this matchup, so we'll throw away that and the Rescue board to get a Dreepy down. Because having a Dreepy out would be nice. And we shall make it rain for 250. For 250 damage. Oh no, what's that? There's the Vengeful Punch and Energy. Now, if they Iono me here, it's actually not a terrible Iono. I would love to be able to evolve Goldango here, but like it wouldn't be a terrible Iono to me, because I don't really have a ton of stuff in my hand. Like if I had some superior energy retrievals, I'd be a little bit more heartbroken about it. But I mean, I have ways to get superior energy retrievals. Like this isn't a terrible hand. Honestly, arguably, this is a solid hand. But I'm not super upset about it, because we can get stronger cards back. Like those. Those are stronger cards. And they might not have a way to search out energy. If they would be coin bonusing, so they don't have the Energy Search Pro in hand. So you probably should have Artisan. That was a bad sequencing. They should have Artisan first. Less cards in deck before coin bonusing helps you find what you're actually looking for. Doesn't guarantee it, obviously, that you'll ever find it. But they definitely should have Artisan first. Just get rid of that specific card, what they're searching for. Just like I'm gonna Artisan first. Put down the other Dreepy. Which also shuffles my deck. which I'm not against. This is just a concede, actually, yeah. They just were not able to get energy back, and they know, obviously, from playing the deck, how easy it is to recover after an Iono. Yeah, GG to the opponent. Alright. I'm enjoying Dango Pult tonight. I still haven't built. This right here. This right here, ready to rock and roll. I don't know, that could be the pivot. I have a month. I have a month to decide what I want to play. I don't know what this deck is actually missing right now. Because I've definitely pulled stuff out of it to build other stuff. But I don't know specifically right now what I pulled out of it. I know I've pulled bosses out of it, but I can add bosses back. I bought like bulk bought bosses. I was missing my Vengeful Punch because I loaned it to a friend. So it is missing that. It is missing that. Bum bum bum. A new license plate has been delivered. Not terrible. If I can just get an Arven in, this is actually not the worst open I've had with this deck. Arven actually really helps. Pokegear being in hand is nice. We Arven for Buddy Buddy Poppin' and for Kia Vivo. Attach water energy to Dreepy. And just make money. It's the Tatsugiri meme deck. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. I have not played against this deck. But I have seen it. I am so excited about this. So this deck, the Cinnabar Lure, look at the top 10 cards on your deck, put any number of Pokemon you find there onto your bench. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I'm so excited about this. It just plays a ton of random Pokemon to hopefully grab them and put them on the top of their bench. That is so funny. Alright, be good to me, Pokegear. Pokegear, you were horrendous to me. Pokegear, that's horrendous. Triple yikes. Triple yikes, chat. This is not great. The Pokegear let me down. Just gonna Iona me right back. Okay. Alright, works for me. Hey, that's a better hand than I had, so thanks. So thanks. Oh my gosh. Okay, alright. Lot better this time. I'll put the Energy Surge Pro into my hand, I think. I'm not going to use it, but I think I will put it into my hand. And force them to have to, put them down both. And force them to have to Iono me again if they don't want me to have it. I feel like that's good to get it in hand. I feel like both of the Gimme Ghouls are all four Gimme Ghouls are fine here. Monkey Dory's not going to do anything for me. And if they get a knockout, then I have the space to put down Fez. So I think this is fine. Let's go! No Iono for them! I mean, at this point, do I even need the Energy Search Pro? Look at how much energy is already in my hands. Look at how much energy's already there. Alright. Oh, they conceded. I was really excited to play. That is a very big meme deck that obviously doesn't work very well, but it's so fun. It's so fun when it does work. Not it doesn't work very well. It does work very well. It bricks very easily, and it also needs to like operate perfectly to actually get it set up. I was hoping we'd see it work perfectly, because like I said, I have not played against it, and I was really excited to play against it there. So funny. So funny. Maybe I'll match back into it tonight. I didn't check how many bosses I played. I forgot. Bum 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 bum. Alright, what do they want? Do they want first or second? They want seconds. Not great. Not great because I just don't have a second Pokemon down, but it looks like it might not be a deck that'll be able to just dog me. Hey, I get a second Pokemon down, nice. Yeah. I don't want to attach that basic energy if I don't have to. If I top deck Metal Energy... Actually, hold up a second. Never mind, never mind any excitement that I just had for my next turn. I was gonna say, hold up a second! I actually have Goldengos in my hand! I can Arven for an Energy Search Pro! Profit! And that didn't happen. There was no profiting there. Ah, yikes, this is gonna be a... We're gonna need Dreepy here. Because of this guy right here, Cornerstone. Gonna need to go ahead and be prepared to attack them. Do I just Ultra Ball away? Both of my... No, because I do need Earthen Vessel. I think I Earthen Vessel. Let me make sure I don't screw this. I Earthen Vessel away energy. Grab... energy. Then I Ultra Ball away energy. Oh man, that feels so bad. Oh man, that would have felt really bad if I would have just clicked done. Coin bonus. Energy Search Pro. Feels not great to just kill a Monkey Dory with, huh? Feels not great to just use to kill a Monkey Dory. Now that I sit here and consider my actions, I shouldn't have used the Energy Search Pro there. Bit of a misplay. Bit of a misplay to use the Energy Search Pro, but you know what? We're committed. Let's see what happens. We're committed. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we regret our actions. Because, I mean, it's not like I have the Dragapults ready. Might as well at least take a prize card. You know, maybe they'll bench something that I can kill. Maybe they'll bench something I can kill. They're only doing a 140 here. It takes them 2 turns to kill me, though. We definitely attach here... I think we Night Stretcher back the Psychic Energy and just attach it instead, so that way they don't know what energy I have in my hand. If I can get the Vengeful Punch, that would also be really helpful. That would also be super helpful. No, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Doing good, doing good. I don't even know what I really want here. That's what I want. Wow. That's exactly what I wanted. How did I know? I don't think I care for Superior here. I have Superior in hand. Let's just go ahead and bench another gimme. Um. 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 Would have loved the Drakloak. Would have loved the Drakloak, but you know, we get what we can. I think we definitely want to Ultra Ball. I don't care for Buddy anymore. Boss, I don't think does anything for me because I don't think they're going to actually end up putting anything else down. So let's just grab a Loke. I don't want Iono because I want to keep this fire energy in my hand. I definitely want to keep this fire, and I'm going to Arven so that way I can grab an Ultra Ball next time for an attack. We're going to pass. Practicing for NAIC or Portland? Partially for NAIC. Just kind of clicking around. Won't be the next thing I'm going to is NAIC. That'll be my next event. It'll be my first time going to NAIC, which I'm really excited about. But no Portland for me. Alright, do we... I think we have to push the Loke and just hope we get it. I think that's the play here. Just hope we get it. We should be able to get it. It would be kind of difficult for us not to get it. Unless I just didn't pay attention and it's prized. If it's prized, we don't get it. Chat, it's prized. How did this happen? What is my... what is my win con here then, actually? I guess we attach, Vengeful Punch, hit for 70. Throw, I guess that's... there is a world where this could work. It's not a great world. I don't love it. I don't love it. This isn't great. I don't really care about the second. I was just hoping to pull that. That was just kind of rough. Kind of rough. We got potential here. There is potential. It's not great potential by any means. Oh, wait, no, it's anyone with an ability. Oh my gosh, I was thinking it was EXs with an ability. It's anything with an ability. I think it's actually just chalked. I think it's just chalked, chat. There's actually truly nothing we can do. Because they hit the 140 here, we hit 40 back on him, which is, nice. And I'm trying to think, like, the movement of 30 from Goldango. Does it ever get me there? I don't think it does. I don't think the math ever gets me there. Ooh, countercatcher. I think we actually will need to countercatcher. Countercatcher. I cannot speak. Oh, I didn't attack. I think we just concede here, actually. Yeah. Man, that's rough with it being prized. If I would have just had Dragapult there, I would have had it. Unfortunate. No, are you planning for Portland or NAIC? Planning for any of those? Is Portland all that's left for, actually? It might be. Is Portland the only one we have left in NA? Yeah, just Portland. Just Portland. And then is there still... There's still 2 more Europeans. And still 1 more Latin America. 1 in Australia. And 1 more in South Africa. That's exciting. It's exciting to see. Portland is really going to give us a decent, I think, understanding of where people are. The thing that's going to be interesting for NAIC is it'll be right when Destined Rivals becomes legal. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that changes everything with all the Rocket cards. Man, is this 2 games in a row where I've started Fez? I can't remember, actually. Last game I went on to start Fez. It was definitely 2 games tonight. Got work Portland weekend and no funds to make it down. That's fair, that's fair. Is Destined... Destined Rivals won't be legal for Portland. Destined Rivals is legal... comes out May 30th. So the first event that Destined Rivals will be legal at in North America is NAIC. Yeah, it comes out the week after Portland. The Destined Rivals is going to be interesting. Like, the Rocket cards are definitely going to be impactful. Okay, Pokemon League headquarters does nothing to me. Oh, no, not Dreepies. I want Gimme Ghouls down. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, because I'm going to grab another Buddy Big Off in here, so it doesn't super matter what I grab here. Ethan's Typhlosion does quite a lot of fun. 2 of those. You there, you there. Can someone quickly just cut back to when I just said, just real fast. Can someone cut back to when I said Pokemon League headquarters does nothing to me? real fast. Can someone quickly jump back and just click? Pokemon League headquarters can't hurt me. Immediately hurts me. Jackson, how you doing? It's your time to shine. What does it do? Pokemon League headquarters, basic Pokemon require 1 additional energy to do their attacks. Which does, I was saying it doesn't hurt me since I'm an evolution deck. Goldango is not a basic, so it doesn't impact them. But the Technical Machine Evo, which gives me my evolutions, requires 1 energy to attack, or to use it. Due to Pokemon League makes me need 2. So it immediately hurts me. It's not. We're not a terrible spot because I have Goldango in hand. Why do they attach energy to Badoo? Are they? What? Why would you attach energy to? I'm really confused on that. What's up, Kai? How you doing? We could go for a Cypher Maniacs, but I don't love... Yeah, I mean, Cypher Maniacs, really the only thing I'd do is I'd put energy... Actually, you know what? Yeah. Let's do it. Energy for an attack, which I know they can unfair stamp me, but I mean, I don't care. Unfair stamp doesn't really hurt me because I have so much draw power. So I think we definitely just evolve another Gimme, have an energy, kill the Badoo, move on with our life. See what happens. If I were to surrender in a card game, is that disrespectful? No. I mean, I guess it depends on the card game. It might be in some. In the Pokemon TCG, it's typically encouraged, especially when you're, like, playing in a best-of-3 format. And once you've seen that you can't win, it's typically better for you to just surrender and move on to the next game. Especially in timed, when it's timed and you only have so much time to actually get your to get through the 3 games. Time saving. Thank you. I could not think of the word time. It's big for time saving. which is very big at which is very very helpful at big events like regionals. But I mean, I guess in some card games it may be disrespectful to surrender and go fish potentially. But yeah, I'm really excited for a lot of the Distant Rivals cards. For also just a lot of the art in the Distant Rivals cards are really fun. They're going to go for a counter catcher. They're going for a stalling tactic here, I assume. Or, okay, I was going to say, or they have Dragapult in hand and they're about to kill my Pheasantipity. Beautiful. Beautiful Iono. Thoughts on Joltik Box? I love Joltik Box. So Joltik Box is... won a challenge with it. Went undefeated at a challenge with it 2 weeks ago now. And then I also took it to a cup, and I had some rough matchups, but I also just was playing really poorly that day. Game 1, I matched into Bolt, which is its worst matchup. Game 2, I matched into the Mirror, and lost the coin flip, so they got set up before me. Was able to amp my Joltik. And then I won my other 3 games. But then it was so small that didn't get me bubbled in the top 8. But I really like Joltik Box. I think it's going to be very dependent on how well it's going to end up doing at NAIC and Portland. I don't think it's going to do well at Portland. Because, I mean, if you look at Milwaukee just happened, Raging Bolt won Milwaukee. While it's not, like, totally, like, that doesn't dictate it's now, you know, the best deck in format. Arguably, Dragapult is still just more reliable. I think we're going to see a lot of Raging Bolt at Portland because it did so well at Milwaukee. Because, I mean, if you look at, like, if we look at Milwaukee here, you know, Raging Bolt won. There is so much Raging Bolt that made day 2, and it is a tough matchup for Joltik Box. Yeah, they definitely should have counter-catchered my Pheasantipity. I do hate leaving the 60 energy, or this 60, well, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Chat, it's fine. That was a bit of a missequence. I should have super rotted first. It's not a terrible missequence. Hear me out. I have Terapagos to help beat the Mirror. With Bolt. That's honestly... I mean, and that might be what it's missing right now. It's just missing a really good, helpful backup mod like that. I mean, that definitely does help. I don't even have enough energy for the knockout right now, do I? No, but if I get the other 2 energy out of my Super Rod, I will have enough. Alright, I have enough energy for the knockout. And I still haven't used coin bonus. Okay, I was really hoping for anything else. Yeah, we'll just take the kill here. 100, 200, 300, 350. What did you cut any Pokemon to fit that? Or did you cut something else? Because that is something I really do like about Joltik Box. Joltik Box has so many outs to take out so many things. I really like Joltik Box. I really do. It could potentially be what I end up taking in NAIC. Really, the only thing that scares me with it is just how bad its matchup is into Raging Bolt. And if there ends up being a lot of Raging Bolt there, it's just not going to be good. It's going to be difficult for it to make it far. Because in a best of 3, it helps it out, but still, it's rough. Alright, can they attack me this turn? They would need a Crispin to attack me this turn. Because they attach this fire for turn. So they'll need Crispin to be able to attack me for turn. And they would also need a counter catcher, so that way they could properly, you know, take 4 prizes. I don't know, it's asking for a lot for them to be able to take 4 prizes turn. I mean, it's really only 2 cards. 3 cards, because they also need the Dragapult. Absolutely possible. Absolutely possible for them to get it. That is what I really love about Dragapult. There's so many ways for it to hit damage. But I'm hoping they don't. If I just had a Superior Energy, if I can top deck Superior Energy, I'll feel really good. Hey, there's the counter catcher. Okay. They aren't taking the 4 prizes. This is interesting. Probably... Okay, we get Iono'd, which is fine. Like, the boss would be great to have. The Arven is better. Arven gets me Superior Energy Retrieval. They're gonna pop this 50 and kill my Goldango. Which, if they do, that actually would be bad. They shouldn't do that, actually. That could potentially give me game if they, but they might. See, this is twice now that they have counter-catchered incorrectly. They could have counter-catchered and taken out 2 of my Goldangos, or they could have counter-catchered and killed my Pheasantipity and a Goldango, but instead they're just putting 200 damage onto a Goldango. Which doesn't really do anything. But yeah, they didn't get the Crispin, which was for the Jet Headbutt. Which would have allowed them to get that. Okay, we get you. I think sequencing Rise, we Arven first. Because I don't want to boss here, because I do want to just kill their Dragapults. But I need so much energy to get there. I need all of my energy from the discard. But actually, can I even do that? I don't think I can, actually, because 100, 200, 300... Yeah, I need 7 energy, but I also do need metal energy to attack. Hold up a second. I don't think I can attack. I think I need Switch. I think I'm going to need Switch to be able to attack. Okay, so I think we definitely Arven for Switch and Vengeful Punch and just hope I pull into the other stuff that I need. I think that's the play. But we wanted a coin bonus here to use the one in active. And then I'm definitely going to switch into the one that needs more damage. Or that has less health. Okay, that is neither of the things that I need. That is helpful. It's helpful to have energy. Okay, shoot. Not helpful. Alright then. They can boss up either of these and kill them. They actually... They need boss energy, and they take a 6 prize turn. Wow. Good for them. Boss and energy gets them a 6 prize turn. Wow. From the base list, I cut Boss, Ultra Ball, Power Glass, Iron Leaves, Iono, and a Psychic. Put in Gravity Mountain, Galvantula EX, Super Rod, Judge, Shrapnel, and 1 energy. What's the Galvantula EX for? Put Pokegear into. Pokegear's good. Gravity Mountain definitely helps the Dragapult matchup. I mean, you have Lily's Clefairy for that, but Gravity Mountain helps with that. Helps with, it doesn't really help with Charizard because you have Baby Galvantula. Iron Leaves is definitely one I've been on the fence with. I'm like, Iron Leaves really only helps in a handful of situations. I think you got a Pokegear. Attacking 210 EX. Yeah, but you can get 210 with, what is the energy requirement for Galvantula EX? Galvantula EX. Grass, Electric, Psychic, or Fighting? Grass, Electric, Fighting. No, that's 180. Electric, Colorless, But it's active equipment as Pokemon EX or V. It does, oh, it does 220. If it's an EX. Lightning colors. It's not terrible. Okay. I mean, it's not awful. I mean, you get that same damage output for one more energy off of Miraidon. But it is one more energy requirement. You're already attaching an energy to Joltik to set up, so it's not terrible. I don't think it's bad to have. Just another option. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad other option to have since you're already, like, putting an energy on it to, like, start your setup. Yeah, so you're already attaching there, so I definitely don't think it's a bad, I don't think it's a bad ad. They did not get what we wanted. I think we just win here. Well, actually, no. We don't win, because I still need a lot more prizes than they do. We're not in a terrible place here. We don't need Dragapult. We could Iono them. But I don't think we will. I think we'll have to Arven for another superior energy retrieval. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Because I think it definitely could be the play. It is definitely the play. It's definitely the play to Adrenabrain here. It's definitely the play to Adrenabrain here. We don't want a boss. It's pure energy. Coin bonus. We also gotta be careful we don't deck ourselves out. Counter catcher does nothing. I know we have energy, but we're about to recover energy. Right, how much energy do I have here? Yeah, absolutely. We'll cover this for. Crispin does nothing here. Grab back 4 energy that we need. And I think we Crispin that, or not Crispin, we Adrenabrain this onto the Dragapult to make it 1 less energy that we need. I think that's the play here. Because this 30 damage isn't impactful anywhere else. But it is definitely impactful here. It heals me. I know we could flip the script. I don't think I want to flip the script, though. Because if they Iono me... Yeah, I don't want to flip the script here. I don't want to flip the script. Okay, so... 100, 200, 250. Yep, that's all we need. That's all we need. And let's grab ourselves 2. Yeah, honestly, not terrible. The Galvantula EX. I think it would. It's something I would want to like test a bit before I wanted to add it, or like add it and take it somewhere. But I definitely think it's worth adding and testing. Definitely, like, not a useless app. Cutting a boss is the only thing that I'm like, because I don't know. I feel like every turn, I mean, you're crisping or boss. So I mean, as long as you at least still have 3 other bosses, it's not terrible. And you still have Prime Catcher, so you still have plenty of Gust. So cutting the 1 boss isn't the worst. So I assume you just win now. I should, because they can't blow up the Dust Skull. Because blowing up the Dust Skull just gives me the win. And there's nothing on board that gives them a 6-price turn, or a 4-price turn, so we should just win here. Blood Moon Ursaluna allows them to kill my active Goldango, but I'm not too upset about that. And I didn't even see your other message. I didn't see your other message, Welsh, because I got distracted by the best streamers on streamboo.com. Oh, so I don't think I didn't include this in my Atlanta vlog video. I actually did have someone do that. It was so funny. They did it to me in my it was the most fun I had playing someone all day at Atlanta day 1. Um, I was playing Bolt, and they weren't on Dragapult. I don't remember what they were on, but they did have Dust Skulls. So maybe they were on Bolt. But I did put them in a position where I was about to win, and so they just blew up their Dusclops, and they were like, "I'm gonna just take myself out," and it was so funny. Like we were having a lot of fun. That was also that was a game where our game 2, they started itchy pollinating me, and I wasn't pulling any items. Or I was only pulling items. So there was nothing I could do. So I let them itchy pollen me for 12 turns. We were moving pretty quickly, and I'd already won the first game, so I was pretty okay with it. But it was so funny just sitting there being like, all the itchy pollens back and forth. It was pretty good. How much damage am I doing right here? That should definitely be enough, right? I'm doing... Oh, wait, I had game. I had game without the superior energy retrieval. Because I had boss in hand and I had 3 energy, I could have just boss Dusclops or boss Talucha. I had it in so many different ways. I could have Adrenaline Brain damage over. Stuff there. That was rough for them. They just had a really rough mid-game. We still were playing the advantage for most of it, but they had a really rough mid-game. If they would have just gotten a Crispin, they potentially could have had a 6-price turn. But that was the same turn that they'd also ended up Ionoing, so they would have been able to Crispin anyways. So it was kind of a mute point for them. How many bosses am I playing? 3. 3 bosses. That's how many I'm playing. Okay. Could not remember. So I'm going to add those bosses. Like I said, I bought a stack of bosses orders because that's the only bosses orders I use. And these bosses, these Giovanni bosses, are like $0.20. And I really like using the Giovanni one, but I just don't love with all the decks I have having to constantly swap my bosses back and forth. It's one of my most, which is why I use the same sleeves in every deck that I play. Every deck that I play is the same sleeve color, so that way it's easy for me to just switch cards that I need for specific decks to another deck. But I was really tired of, because I only owned 3 bosses orders. Because before I was playing Joltik Box, I didn't play a single deck that played more than 3 boss. Maybe we start Dreepy here. Am I going first or second? I'm going first. Start Dreepy. Hello, Scorpion. Just get back in the TCG competitive side, having fun, going to local card shops. That is honestly like... It's great and it's exciting to go to... you know, like big regional events. But honestly, the most fun is truly just like going to your local scene and playing people there. It's also like less pressure, which is nice, and cheaper than going to regionals and all these other events. But I'm loving that. What decks are you enjoying playing right now? Right now you're maining Gardevoir, but I'm thinking about switching to Rhydon or Dragapult. Gardevoir is solid. I have not played a lot of Gardevoir myself. Gardevoir is also a deck that requires a lot of brain power, which I don't typically have, which is why I haven't. But Dragapult and Miraidon / Joltik Box, whatever you want to call it, both are... That's what we're playing against right now, actually. It's Miraidon Joltik Box. And I really enjoyed the deck. It has some rough matchups into some pretty meta-relevant decks, but it also has really good matchups into, like, Dragapult and Gardevoir. We're gonna have to Iono here, which I don't love. They also weren't able to get out of active, which is nice, because they are running slow here. Percy do be mad. I don't know what he's mad about. Okay, this is actually pretty decent here. And we can actually look what's in our deck. Because I didn't do it when I should have earlier. Alright, and then we do this. And then we do this. No, I don't want to attach anything. We do that. Am I going to NAIC? I am going to NAIC. It'll be my first time at NAIC. I'm really excited about it. This has been my first competitive season. 2025 season has been my first competitive season. Went to my first regional with Atlanta, I guess like a month ago now. Uploaded a vlog with my experience. I'm probably going to do the same for NAIC. It's sad that Lost Box isn't in the format anymore because I played Lost Box so much. Yeah, Ancient Box kind of survived. People are kind of playing it like Baby Moon. People are kind of playing the Lost Box. So much of it sucked because without the vacuum, without gosh, I'm blanking really hard on the other card. That was really proud. But like with losing the vacuum is the most. Is there anything right now actually that can put stuff into the Lost Zone? Like items, like I know there are some attacks. Is there any attacks right now that actually puts? Is the Lost Zone dead right now? I don't know actually. They're crispin'. Yeah, okay, everything from the Lost Zone rotated. Okay, I couldn't remember. I was like, I think it did. I personally never played Lost Box, but I did get murdered by Lost Box every now and again. Don't really need to charm their Pikachu, so I can't really do much to it. I mean, I could if I top decks like boss or something. But I also need psychic energy. I was like, I could attack with Dreepy into the Pikachu and just break it. That I think is the thing for Dango Pulse. Because of Joltik Box prevalence right now, just the Pikachu specifically, it makes it a little bit awkward to deal with it. Lost Box is a very complicated deck. Yeah, they're complex. That's why I was like, you're all too smart for me. Takes a lot of skill to master, but still have moments where you got complex. That's what the best thing, not the best thing, it actually was probably, it was one of the worst things to happen to me. I was at a local, and I got down paired into a junior who was playing Lost Box. They murdered me. They absolutely murdered me. I don't think I need Best Ball here. The only thing I would want to get down is Monkey Dory, and I don't think Monkey Dory does anything for me here because they're just going to hit 300 to kill me. I mean, Fez also, but I don't want to put Fez down before I absolutely need Fez down. We'll just grab a loop. I don't love this. I don't love taking a prize here, but I mean, they have easy retreats. Okay, that could be the play. Boss this Pikachu, because this Pikachu is the one they have poised and ready to attack. And if it attacks me, then my Vengeful Punch breaks this Pikachu. I do have to contribute additional energy, but I think maybe we just boss this Pikachu. Or... No, because I have to attach here. I only have 150 damage, so I can't boss Miraidon and take a prize. So we'll just break this Pikachu. I think we'll only throw one energy at it. I think we'll keep the other two energy in our hand. I think we'll do that. I think we'll do that. I might be a misplay, but I don't know. Watching other people play Joltik Box hurts me. It's similar like when I see some people playing. I'm like, why are you making this decision? This seems like a bad decision. I just saw your Atlanta video. It was very cool, super informative. I want to compete in my first local next month. Let's go. Well, I played for like 2 years. Any advice for the first time live? First time live, honestly, go to don't go to like a challenge or to like a cup for your first time live. Like go to an like a full local. Hey, did just what I wanted to do. And when you sit down across from your opponent, tell them it's your first time. 90% of the time, 95% of the time, the person's gonna say, "Oh, cool, sounds good." Conceded. They conceded. That's incredible. But yeah, people are super kind and patient. Because I mean, let's think about it. We're all here playing Pokemon. We're all just big kids trying to relive the enjoyment we had of Pokemon as a kid, or we like Pokemon, got into it as an adult for our kids. 90% of the time, the people you're playing at like locals are going to be pretty chill. There are some people who take it a bit seriously, which isn't a bad thing to take it seriously, but it is a bad thing when you taking it seriously creates a not great environment for the other people playing. But I would say definitely just let the person know across from you that it's your first time playing in person. Just be like, hey, just tell me if I do anything wrong, and then just be very clear with what you're doing. Be super clear with when you're stating attacks. Sometimes, especially at locals, people might be pretty nice if you go, oh, I'm so sorry. Say you attach an energy to the wrong Pokemon. 50-50 shot at a local, they might be like, it's fine, you can move it to the other Pokemon. I obviously knew that's where you were going to put it. So just keep those things in mind. As long as it's like in chess, as long as the card is in your hand, like your fingers are still touching it, you can put it back in your hand. But as soon as you let go of the piece, you cannot move it. If you're at a challenge or a cup, they're going to probably tell you no. But at a local, they might be like, yeah, it's fine. So just definitely do that. I would compete in challenges, but rotation stuff happens. So rotation's like once a month. Or not once a month, oh my gosh, once a year. But I definitely do feel you. It can get expensive, but typically, and you can like future-proof yourself a little bit. Like say if you got into it right now, building a deck like in Zoroark or what's another like pretty relevant deck right now? In Zoroark isn't going to rotate for a bit. The Eevee box isn't going to rotate for a bit because a lot of those cards were just recently printed. I think what's going to rotate the soonest out of any of this is going to be right now Boss's Orders. If that doesn't get reprinted, which I'm assuming is going to get reprinted. Raging Bolt is a pretty cheap one to get into, and it keeps you for a while. Never open packs for cards in your pen. Oh, I say so. This is what I do every time a set comes out. I try and buy like a booster box. If they're they're not stupid expensive. It's also if you can find it without scalper prices, or an ETB, and that's all I open for the set. And everything else I just buy singles off of TCG Player because it's half the time the cards that I actually want are like 10 cents to like $1.50. Occasionally there's a card that's, more expensive that's you need, like a Pheasantipity. But for the most part, they're relatively easy to just buy singles to build decks that you need. Or you can also, like, Azul and Chip have put out a really interesting series of, like, they bought one of those like pre-made deck boxes. The Dragapult one just came out. You could definitely go buy the Dragapult one, which is a lot of meta-relevant stuff that won't rotate for a bit, and you could work on just trying to trade your way up. Personally, I always try and buy local to support card shops. I definitely feel that. Where I currently am, there aren't a ton of close by like card shops for me to go to. Every card shop I go to is about an hour drive, but as you can tell behind me, I'm in the middle of a move, which definitely puts me into a nicer area to be able to support some local card shops. But then local card shops, it's one of those things of like, depending on what you're looking for, if you're looking for like staples, stuff like that, pretty easy to buy. But card shops right now, in some cases, do upcharge. If you can find a card shop that doesn't do super stupid scalping prices, like I totally understand like a shop wanting to charge, a little bit more over MSRP because, you know, they got to make a profit. It totally makes sense to me, and I'm super happy to support that. But it's like when they're selling like an ETB for like $100, and you're like, this is a brand new ETB. Why are you selling that for $100? Well, over a nice shop too. But if you can find a nice shop, oh, great. Battle decks, yeah, the Dragapult one is a really good one to get right there. Professor's Research, yeah, that's another one that's rotating if they don't reprint it, but I feel like it's gonna get reprinted. Rotation is also, like, we just had rotation, Atlanta was rotation, so a month ago. So we got a year, 11 months before we have to worry about it. Plenty of sets to get print. I thought they did reprint it. Did it? Oh shoot! Wait, I think it did. I think it got reprinted in Journey Together, didn't it? I don't know if it got a new block though. Rotation is the end of March, right? Ish. It depends. They don't have a set date. Like I think it's based off of when sets are coming out, but it's around that time. Around March or April is when it's going to happen. Professor's Research is still a G block. Yeah, I wouldn't be... It's tough to guess at anything that is or won't be rotated at this point until we get a little bit closer. Please give me an Arvin. Yikes. Rough open for me. Very rough open. I could see an Evo. Is it worth it? Yeah, I guess it is. I guess it kind of is, because I can at least, you know, have an evolution to start digging for. I don't love this. This is not great. I don't feel happy about this at all. I follow my local card shop on Instagram and saw earlier they got some Prismatic Evolutions ETBs, but they're selling them for like 120. Yeah. Prismatic Evolutions, I still have not opened a single pack from. I bought a couple of singles that I needed from it, but I don't think really anything in Prismatic I added to, like the knocked out, or not the knocked outs, the Hoot Hoots, the 80 HP Hoot Hoots. I think it's the only thing I bought from Prismatic. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I got from Prismatic that I needed. For like decks that I was playing, but I don't think so. Yeah, Prismatic has been selling for like, Prismatic is a special set. So like it didn't have like a booster box release. It was only sold in like the blister packs, the little single packs, and like the ETBs. It's a smaller set, which typically those, you know, especially right now with the way scalping is and the fact that it was all about the evolutions, just made it be worth more. They just killed my Pheasantipity here. Right? Yeah. They Psychic Embrace 3 energy. This might just be an instant concede. Depending on how this turn goes, they have game right now. I'm okay if they kill Fez, because we can still bring it back. I obviously don't love them killing Fez. I'd prefer if they didn't kill Pheasantipity. Maybe they'll just pass. We just got the new announcement for the Gen 5, the black and white. Oh, interesting. Okay. They moved the 30 damage to Dracloak instead of just killing my Pheasantipity. We just got those announcements. Those will be releasing in July. Those are also a special set. Dang, that is a terrible top deck. Alright, well, let's do this. I mean, I guess they moved the 30 there because they can just move 30 again to get the knockout next turn. Playing it slow isn't necessarily a bad thing. Often. Okay, it's not completely Jover for us. It's not completely Jover. It's basically Joker. Like, it's not great. I know I can attach this energy, but I'm afraid if I attach it, they target that Gimmighoul and kill it. I don't even know what I'm going to push up here. I guess I'm going to push up Dreepy. I mean, I think I pushed up a Gimme Ghoul in case they decide to just not attack. I don't know why they would choose to not attack. I don't know. I mean, if I push up Dreepy, they might choose not to attack to leave me stranded. I don't know. We'll see what happens. They play a lot of Iono, so our hand could be very different by the end of this turn. Our hand could be very different. This will probably be our second to last game. We'll probably play one more game after this before we wrap up for the night. And at that point, I do not know when our next stream is going to be. Just because of moving. There is potentially a stream on Saturday, but that might get canceled. To move. And then we got to get internet set up at the new place. Probably be a stream some point at the end of next week. But potentially no more streams for like a week while we get everything moved over. Get everything shut up. And they've pressed through the research, so I keep my hand. Which is kind of nice. I do like this hand. I do like the Goldangos. Which is why I'm like, maybe I just push the Dreepy. Because we do have Crispin. If I need to get energy down. But I do like being able to evolve both of these Gimme Ghouls. There's no way they just pass, though. They're definitely going to... Oh, or they attack with Screamtail. Attacking with Screamtail actually might be better. They might just leave Fez on board. No, they wouldn't leave Fez on board, because if they attack with Screamtail, I get to draw. So they'll push the 30 to heal Guardy. But I don't know who Screamtail wants to kill here. I assume this Loke. Which means we'll just push Gold, a Gimme Ghoul. Because then I will get stuck in active with Dreepy. Oh no, I don't want the... Well, I hope there were no shinies. I did not mean to take this Chikorita. Hope there were no shinies there, but I didn't get to see them, so it doesn't matter. Adrenabrain to our Fez. Or maybe I push the Loke since I know they're going to kill it anyways. Oh. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh. Okay. I was like, never mind. That makes sense. I was like, why are they pushing the 30 there? And I was like, because they can get the kill here and they can set up for another kill there. It makes sense. It is probably just Jover Force. We had such a slow start. We're gonna need to hit a lot of stuff this turn to have a chance really to make a comeback. That was not a good top deck. I'll tell you that. Not the strongest top deck I've ever seen. Not the strongest top deck of it. Not a great coin bonus. Why so many boss? Because there's so many bosses orders. I don't need all those bosses. I don't need that many bosses orders. That's so funny. That's incredible. Alright, I can do 100 damage. But 50 kills. So at least get rid of the Screamtail. Because Screamtail with a Bravery Charm, they can boost up to do some big hits. And I don't want that. I'll tell you that much. That is not what I'm interested in. I don't think they can take the knockout without Drift Balloon, I think is what they need for to be able to kill Goldango here. And I think they also still need a Bravery Charm. I could be wrong, but I think they still need a Bravery Charm to be able to get the kill here. No, actually, I think they can do it without the Bravery Charm because of Monkey Dory. Because of Monkey Dory, I think they can do it without the Bravery Charm. But they Bravery Charm Pheasantipity. I don't know how many charms they play. They also might not play the Drifloon anymore. I know some people have cut Drifloon from the deck, opting just for Screamtail. Are you doing a shiny Nuzlocke on Soul Silver? I am. We are currently. I have two of the three shiny. My goal is to have all three shiny and then start the shiny lock. Oh well, let me. There we go. So you can see my wonderful 3DS right here. Sorry, I'm still getting my computer just recently had to get reset. Here's 3DS, you know, as we're just sitting here doing some soft resets. We'll see, is this the one that's shiny on screen twice? Shiny. So right now I'm looking for Cyndaquil. Not Cyndaquil, Chikorita. I have two shiny Totodiles. I've gotten two shiny Totodiles and a shiny Cyndaquil from doing these soft resets. I'm just looking for a shiny Chikorita, and then I plan to do a shiny Nuzlocke through Soul Silver, where we'll do some more shiny hunting as well. So they're going to move this 60 onto Goldango. It still doesn't get them to kill, though, because you only do 190. Unless they end up moving the 60 to Dreepy just to kill Dreepy, which I wouldn't be surprised if they just go for that. It might honestly be better just to take it so that way, you know, they only need one more prize card. Or, I mean, two more prize cards. But we definitely, I don't think we bench anything else. We definitely don't bench another Gimme Ghoul. Which, I mean, they're all prized, doesn't matter anyways. But I don't even think it's going to matter, because they're just going to hit the 190 here. We were too slow. We were too slow on the setup in this game. And they were able to just run away with it. I truly don't think there is anything that, because of the Screamtail with the Bravery Charm back on the bench, I think they're able to do it up. Because how much damage does this do? 20 for each damage counter, and they can put a total of 120 damage counters. So what's 120 times 20? No, that doesn't. 2040? That doesn't feel right. 240. So they can definitely take the win. Pretty easily. Energy Search Pro and a Rescue Board. Which they only need 2. Oh no, yeah, it actually doesn't matter. It's just game. I'll let them take it. I just want to. I'll go through the motions here. I'll go through the motions just for fun here, but they already have game. Because of Screamtail. Like even if I push this onto the bench, it just doesn't matter. So I'll go through the motions here just for the funsies of it. But they have game here. 1, 2, 350. If they didn't have a second Guardy down, but because they have a second Guardy here, it's just game. Because they can kill me, they can just promote Guardy and kill me with Guardy. They can promote Monkey Dory, put energy on it, move the energy, and then kill me that way. Like, they have so many ways to get the kill here. So many ways to get the kill here. But I just wanted to go through the motions for the fun of clicking the buttons. If we would have just gotten a turn 2 Evo instead of when did we get our first Evo? Like turn 3? Turn 4? And they had already taken 2 prize cards because they had killed our Dreepy. We had to team Evo. Like, that was just If we were playing in a best-of-3 situation, I definitely would have scooped and went to the second game. Probably after they killed my my Drakloak, and I still hadn't taken a prize or actually had a Gimme Ghoul on board. I probably would have top-decked those 2 bosses and then scooped and said, alright, let's go to the next one. Alright, let's go ahead and head to the next one. You're kidding me. How am I playing 4 Gimme Ghouls, 2 Dreepies, and a Monkey Dory, and I keep starting the... I know this deck doesn't play a lot of basics, but how on earth do I keep starting the Fez? That's crazy. Crazy how much I keep starting the Fez. Alright, we have Gimme in hand, so we'll grab Dreepy. Orgle Dangos. Energy Search Pros there. Some energy is prized. In my hand. We could end up switching later, but we'll just attach this for now. And end our turn. We'll end our turn in the defensive position. I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! So that might be wrong. I'm just speaking what I remember from back when I used to watch the show. When I was very young. Magic the Gathering is the only other TCG I tried to learn, and I did not do a good job learning it. Oh, is this a mirror? Because what Monkey Dory deck plays a Metal Energy? This could be a mirror. They don't have anything set up, so I think I'm just going to go for T Amiibo here. I'm going to put Energy Search in hand to force them to do something about it. I think this is just a mirror match, though. Ooh, you're right. Hobzacian could also have it. Poison Archaludon, I think, plays Monkey. Does Hobzacian play Monkey? I mean, if you can fit Monkey Dory into your deck, put Monkey Dory in your deck, because it is just such a helpful card right now. There actually are a couple that could, but the fact that it's the... They just concede. Alright, we'll play one more. I want to play one more full game tonight. That is not a full game. They conceded. Is that not a promotion? That's so funny. This has been one of my slowest climbs to Arceus because I just have not been playing a lot since we reset the other day. Magic the Gathering is just a brain melter. I just could not get into it. I tried. I promise I tried. But I could not get into it. That was before I'd come back to Pokemon. I used to play the Pokemon TCG years ago, back during Tag Team, back when Pika-Rom. Back when Pika-Rom was a good big deck with the Scoop Up Net and all that. But I never played Standard. I just played it. I only played Expanded. Because I played Expanded and I played Theme Decks back in the old TCG client. And I was not very good. Not to indicate that I'm very good now. But I'm better than I was then. But I was like, oh, I want to get into a TCG. And so I had considered Magic the Gathering. Just because Magic the Gathering has so many cool like partnerships they do. I would say Magic the Gathering is the Fortnite of the card game world. Just as many like brand partnerships. Oh, you're... Ow! How do I keep starting this Pheasantipity? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I want to know the percentage. What is the percentage chance to start Pheasant active? With that. Yeah, I just could not learn it. I Magic the Gathering Commander, but just because the cards don't rotate, so I keep the same 2 decks. That's fair. What is the percentage? What would be the math here? What? How would you even calculate this? Because it's a 60 card deck, and I have 4 Gimme Ghouls, 2 Dreepies, a Pheasantipity, and a Monkey. I have 8 basics. of a 60 card deck. Is that a 10%? 10% to pull a basic. Dang, they might just kill me. They might full up just kill me. I'm not getting my other basics. And so many times this happened. Let me see if I can run this math. Because I think it's like I need to do what? The percentage on that. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna give them a thumbs down as I pass back to them. Not a thumbs down to them, but I just want to pass back to it. I just died during Pokemon checkup. That's so funny. Alright, I'm trying to see what math I need to do here. So I guess because it's 60, there's 8 cards, 8 basics, right? I am doing my math correct, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 8 basics. So what is 8 out of 60? I can't do math. I can't do the percentage here. Let's say it's a low percentage that I keep starting the Pheasantipity. Surely this time we'll start something other than Fez. I'm all out of water. That's so sad. I do this too often where I get to the end of stream and I run out of water. And then I'm like, well, I'm about to end stream, so I shouldn't run and fill up my water. But I am thirsty, so I should just run and fill them out. Okay, my opponent's going first. That's nice. I think after I take my... Okay, we're at least mulligan it. I think this is Eevee box. Okay, hold up a second. This is a great opening. No, wait, I don't have energy. I don't have energy, no! If I can top deck energy, this will be one of my best openings I've had all night. 0.0003%, I believe it. I believe it. If I can top deck energy, I will be so happy. If I don't, we still buddy may pop in and get gimmies down. Which will be nice. But I would love so much more to get down. To get out an energy. Energy would make me really happy. You just made up that number? I'm gonna trust it. I'm gonna go. I'm 100% gonna. Oh, we got the mirror. It is the mirror. I'm 100% gonna trust you. I don't know. You wouldn't lie to me. Like, why would you lie to me? They also have Goldingo in hand. So maybe actually I want to top deck Iono. Okay, well Dreepy works too. Dreepy works too. Man, look at all this energy. Look at all this energy I couldn't top deck. Alright, I'm gonna go refill my water while they take their turn. They haven't passed back. How dare they still be taking their turn? Oh, they're playing the Scyther. With the Sizzle. I've never I actually don't know what the Sizzle does. They don't go for the attack, that's smart. Very smart. Ba-dum. I could Energy Search Pro, but I mean that doesn't give me an attack. Energy Search Pro doesn't give me anything. We could Arven for Earthen Vessel. They don't have a ton of energy in hand. Oh, I don't think they could attack because they probably don't have energy in hand. So I think we're okay here actually to Earthen Vessel. And just TM Evo. Maybe Nestball another Gimme? Peaks, how you doing? Set up 3 Gimme Ghouls? Would that be crazy? It could be crazy, but I think it's what we're going to do. It could be crazy, but I think it's the play here. I think it's the play here. We do this. We coin bonus for 1. It's energy. We attach that. And we Evo both of these guys here. Easy peasy. Energy Search Pro gets the KO, but I had no way to... I would need 2 energy attachments, or a switch, which I didn't draw my switch. Because I would need to attach Retreat. A Rescue Board was prized, wasn't it? Oh, hold on a second. I think if Rescue Board was there, actually, that actually just gave it to me. That was stupid. I was thinking... No, but I don't think I saw Rescue Board. If Rescue Board was there, then yes. That would have just been the KO. We're going to hope Rescue Board was prized and I didn't just overlook it. What's the play for NAIC? I don't know yet. We got a month to figure things out. Yeah, but if Rescue Board was there, that was the KO. Alright, remind me what this Scizor does. This attack does 50 more damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon and play that have an ability, so that's 5, 10, 15... Not 5, 10, what? 210 damage there. 50-50 between Joltik Box and Turtle. Joltik Box is definitely... We were talking about this earlier. Check the VOD it is in the deck. No! What a misplay. What a misplay. Are you about to... Why are you playing Hyper Blower? What? I don't think you have the attack. I'm going to call your bluff. I don't think you have the attack. I'm going to call your bluff. And you've already done both coin bonuses. That's only 210. I'm okay with that. It's not a knockout. Yeah, that was a big misplay on my part then. Big misplay on my part. We Cypher Maniacs. What would we want? We want Boss here. We want Energy Search Pro and Boss, so I don't think Cypher Maniac does anything for me here. Because I don't care to kill a single prizer. Boss. But I also still need Energy Search Pro. Energy Search Pro. Okay, well, alright, well. I mean, I could just boss this. I think that's the play then. We just boss you, and we don't attack because then you can just push the damage back. Just pass. Bum, bum. I was a long-time Rhydon player until recent rotation picked up the turtle. I played Joltik Box line. It's fun. It is fun. I was the same thing. Miraidon was my deck pre-rotation. Miraidon was my deck pre-rotation. So I have been playing Joltik Box. I took Joltik Box to a challenge a couple weeks ago, went undefeated with it. What I was talking about earlier with it is it just has such a bad matchup into Raging Bolt. And since Raging Bolt just won Milwaukee, I'm afraid that we're going to start seeing a lot of Raging Bolt. And it did really well in Milwaukee, so I'm just afraid we're going to see a lot of it. And thus, Joltik Box will not have good days. Turtle is also fun. A lot of the Turtle's good matchups people haven't been playing too much, so we'll see. Turtle does definitely make me think too much. I absolutely agree with you there. I think Cypher Maniac is the play here. So we put Energy Search Pro and Dracloak, so we can evolve our other Dreepy to get our draw power going. Yeah. I feel good about that. I feel good about that. And then we'll Energy Search Pro before we do any other digging to do our correct sequencing here. We will attach you here. We could Stretcher and grab back an energy. I don't think it's super necessary. I mean, we could also just get down another Gimme Ghoul, but I don't feel like that's super necessary to have. I have Superior in hand, so we'll grab the Buddy Buddy Poffin. There's that rescue board I should have grabbed last time. There it is. Alright, I'm just double checking that there wasn't another one in there. The other one is prized. Don't want to counter catch or anything here. Yeah, I think we just go for the knock here. Just go for the knock. 200. 300. I think about I like about Turtle really well is the whole time Knocked Owl. Knocked Owl, any deck that plays Knocked Owl is just so nice because it gives you so much to come back with. I think I could and should drop the Super Rod from this. I don't think the Super Rod does a lot for me. I think the Night Stretcher is more reliable or more helpful than the Super Rod is. I think we could definitely drop that. Plus Pidgeot, other liability. Pidgeot is just really good. I'm telling you, they'll throw a Tropicus and Water Genie to Joltik Box. I threw something in the Joltik Box. What did I throw in a Joltik Box? Water Energy made me think, because I added a Water Energy to Goldango, which wasn't playing it. I had something to Jolt. Oh, I added, I like the Power Glass in it, but the Power Glass is just so... Yeah, it's so time. Like, it doesn't help you in every match. So dependent on other things working out that you have it inactive, because typically if I can grab one tool, I'm grabbing the XP share because that's going to allow me to move more energy long term that I think is more beneficial than the Power Glass. So situational. But I'll definitely have to try out your turtle in there. Wellspring? No, I don't know what I was thinking of. I'm heading out. Have a good night. Thanks for swinging through, Sam. Absolutely appreciate hanging out. Keep an eye on the Discord. Like I said, I'm still planning to stream on Saturday, but we'll see what happens with the move and everything. If we do stream on Saturday, it might just be finishing up the Platinum Hardcore because we're about to, take on the Elite Four. So I don't know. We'll see. I think I just lose here. Because we're just behind on the prize trade. I'm not going to put anything down. I'm going to leave the board state as it is to make them need the 300. I mean, we could Dragapult, I guess. But I mean, we would need Switch and Crispin for that, which I feel like isn't anything. You know, like, I feel like that doesn't do anything for us. We could Iono them. We could attach Iono. Hope we... I mean, I need my... If both these Superior Energies weren't in hand... But the fact that they would both go to the bottom of the deck... Not great. Not great. I think maybe we kill the Fez. Because the Fez gives them draw. I think we kill the Fez. I think that's what we need dead here. Right? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe we should just kill because that requires them to have energy. But I feel like we kill the Fez here. So that way they can't get draw power. I feel like we don't want them to have draw power. I don't know. This could be wrong. This could be wrong, but I feel like I don't want them to have draw power. I mean, they already have draw power, but 3 less cards to draw might make all the difference. Might make all the difference. We'll see. If they have it, they have it. If they have it, they have it. Energy Search Pro isn't going to do a lot for them. Yeah, it's like all their energy's in the discard. They do get a Superior Energy, which gets them... Right now, knowing what energy they have in their hand, they have 250. Do they have the last energy they need? They have another spot. Why were you... What? Why were you even doing all your other actions? Alright, that's just game. Good for them. Yeah, in a mirror match, so often it's whoever gets the, whoever starts the prize trade in a mirror match. Monkey Dory didn't really do anything for either of us in this one, which is why I didn't even bench them, because both of our decks were hitting for knockouts. We're not hitting to leave damage on the board. That was a good game, though. I think both sides played that, as best as we could. Pokey Gear for Crispin and then Dracloak for Rescue Board. Would that have worked? Potentially. It would have required them to have Gust. Potentially. Would have required them to have Gust. Or, I mean, even then, they had enough energy that they would kill a Dragapult. Because they attacked with 8 energy. Which is 300, right? 1, 2, 3... No, that's 400. So they had enough energy to kill a Dragapult as well. Yeah, because they had 7 in discard and 1 in hand. So they had enough energy to kill a Dragapult. Really, what I should have done was just win the prize trade. And I would have won the prize trade had I pulled the Rescue Board to begin with. Rescue Board Energy Search Pro, but since I absolutely threw that turn and grabbed the TM Evo, it was just awful. Now that was 100% a giant play on my part. Dingo players just always have. That is true. That is true. That is true. That is true. To be fair, TCG Live has it out against me, and purposely gives me bad cards. To be fair. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank you all for swinging through. I really appreciate it, especially anyone who came to the channel thanks to the Atlanta video. The Atlanta video has been doing fantastic, and that's just always exciting to see. The Rescue Board miss, yeah, that 100% is what, that is what screwed me. That is one of those things where you're just like, oh, how did you get so wrapped up in one idea, and it just all falls apart. Glass Love, cool dude, I appreciate it. I tend to stream 3 times a week. Like I said, or have alluded to, especially from behind me, over this next week, I have no idea what my stream plan is, just because of movement. But if you haven't, I do have a Discord. I post my weekly stream schedule in there and always give updates as to what's going on. I also, at everyone is turned off, and you will only get added if you give yourself a role that allows yourself to get tagged. Otherwise, the Discord is pretty chill. Mostly because I don't want to see constant notifications. The amount of Discords I have muted is all of them. Thank you all so much for swinging through. Absolutely appreciate it. If you haven't already, go check out some of the other Pokemon stuff. If you like playthroughs, I played through Pokemon Ambrosia recently. Currently playing through Pokemon Unbound. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great night.